Royal Empires of Dirt, a show about how British monarchs got rich at the expense of everyone else.
In early 2021, an investigation found that the Queen successfully lobbied Parliament to keep her private wealth hidden from the public. But last year, Forbes estimated that the headline value of the royal family's holdings was worth more than $28 billion. That includes Buckingham Palace, the crown jewels, huge areas of land across the UK, and some prime London real estate. The late Queen and Prince Charles did pay some voluntarily, but the British monarch is exempt from paying most taxes, including inheritance tax. That means Charles inherits a $737 million private estate without paying the 40% tax rate that the rest of us commoners do.
The crown of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland come to the Prince Charles Philip Arthur George.
I am deeply aware of this great inheritance and of the duties and heavy responsibilities which have now passed to me.
Now that Charles is king, £1 billion worth of property that belonged to him outright will also now pass to Prince William. It's fair to say that the Windsors will not be weighing up whether to heat or eat this winter. But where did these riches come from in the first place?
For it is the empire, which includes 1/4 of all the land and of all the peoples of the world, that gives to Britain its position as a first-class power.
From the 16th century onwards, the British monarchy was central to the establishment, expansion, and maintenance of the British Empire, the largest the world has ever seen. One of the ways they amassed wealth and power was through the transatlantic slave trade, of which the royals were largely in favor. The 1562 journey of John Hawkins, the first English person known to have included enslaved Africans in his cargo, was approved by Queen Elizabeth I herself. After Britain invaded Jamaica in 1655, the Royal African Company was set up by royal charter under King Charles II. Its purpose was to control the West African slave trade and protect the British monopoly against the Dutch. The RAC went on to transport more enslaved Africans to the Americas than any other single institution ever, lining the pockets of the Stuart monarchs. Many of those trafficked were branded with the initials DY, as in the Duke of York, who led the company and later became King James II. Britain's shameful history of slavery is inextricable from the royals who were so eager to profit from it, and that barbaric legacy extends today. Historic royal residences like Kensington Palace and Hampton Court Palace that date back to the 17th century were, to some extent, funded by slavery. So while it's hard to tell just how much of the Windsors' wealth derives from slavery today, it quite literally helped to build the roofs over their heads. And these days, it's the British taxpayers who are footing the maintenance bill. In 2014, they paid $7.6 million to refurbish a 20-room apartment for Will and Kate in Kensington Palace.